Hello, everyone. We meet again. I'm sorry for the slight delay. My computer wasn't acting right today for some reason. We're here to talk about stakeholder management and what it does, what stakeholder management, one moment. I'm sorry. What is stakeholder management? That's what we're here to talk about. It simply it is is making use of all the information regarding stakeholders in a project and managing them. First, we have to identify who the stakeholders are in the project, along with what is required for the success of the project. Keeping emphasis about proper etiquette. Wait a moment, stuff keep popping up in my face. Come on, computer. One moment. Let me see here. Stakeholder management. As I said, Grant Larson says that it's keeping emphasis about proper communication. It takes planning, it takes documentation, and it takes proper communication, strong communication. Next question is, why is stakeholder management important? Project stakeholders have great interest in the success of any project. Some may be more important to the outcome of the life of the project, such as the sponsor, which is the person that's really financing the project itself, the steering committee, or members of the project team. First, we have stakeholder management is important because it is the livelihood of effective project relationships. And its excellent stakeholder management removes or reduces the issues. Because many issues will arise during the project life cycle, and it creates positive relationships with stakeholders through the appropriate management of their expectations and agreed objectives. Next, we have, what are the major components of stakeholder management plan? We have per Grant Larson, a good project manager will begin their project by first thoroughly identifying stakeholders and understanding their role in the project, their expectations, and once this is completed, then the part of managing stakeholders really begins. It has things to do with identification of the project stakeholders, developing effective means to interact with stakeholders, and documentation of complete work. What is stakeholder theory? This theory is the view of capitalism and puts more stress on the interconnected relationships among businesses and their customers' communities, investors, employees, suppliers, and all of those who are part of the organization. How has stakeholder management changed? It has changed over decades. As you know, everything in life changed. Stakeholder management earlier was very narrow, where it primarily focused on the firm's shareholders and partners who are directly impacted by the firm's performance in terms of profits and revenues. That is Gifford. The current day stakeholder management is focused on all the parties that are impacted directly or indirectly by the actions of the business. Stakeholders include stakeholders, customers, employees, public, suppliers, etc. How do organizations perform successful stakeholder management? By identifying all stakeholders, the actions of the business impacts, and the kind of impact. By outlining the mitigating actions against the negative impacts and results against positive impacts. By considering the suggestions, feedback from the stakeholders to incorporate into policies, practices, and procedures. The way we get stakeholders on our side, stakeholders are the pillars of the company and ensure its efficiency and effectiveness. So there are certain ways in which the company can influence and keep the stakeholders at their side. One being identifying the needs of the stakeholders and fulfilling them, maintaining a good profile and keeping them aware, because awareness is the key of maintaining healthy relationships with the stakeholders. What is the best way to deliver bad news to stakeholders? No one wants to deliver the bad news to anybody, let alone the stakeholders, which are the money bags of any project. So the company sometimes might have to deliver bad news to its stakeholders. There are many ways to do this, whether it's good or bad. So we want to state the proper facts and try to minimize the emotional circumstances. The stakeholders must know about everything of the project. The company and its managers must understand how important this is for any project to be successfully completed. Thank you for your time. Have a good day.